It's truly astonishing how the dynamics have shifted for shoppers from Hong Kong. Previously, during festive seasons, border crossings were congested with mainlanders flocking to Hong Kong for its renowned shopping and tourism attractions. However, the tables have turned dramatically. Nowadays, you can spot Hong Kong residents surging northward into Shenzhen, their arms laden with hefty suitcases, eager to indulge in a shopping spree that seems to know no bounds. Their enthusiasm for retail therapy and the power of their spending are simply unparalleled. On a typical Easter weekend, the scene is so chaotic that even the building elevators buckle under the pressure, forcing us to opt for the fire escape. Once we arrive in Shenzhen, the shopping frenzy truly begins. From trendy baked goods vanishing off the shelves to the rapid sale of shredded chicken that could cramp your hands, the consumer excitement is palpable. The long lines at restaurants snake down the streets, especially during Easter when what you spend in Hong Kong barely affords you a simple meal, whereas in the mainland, the same amount could treat you to a lavish experience at five-star venues. The welcome in mainland eateries is warm and inviting, contrasting starkly with the less enthusiastic reception one might find back in Hong Kong. Additionally, the convenience of shopping in the mainland is unbeatable. After a day's shopping, you can swiftly package and send your purchases back home. The commute back and forth across the border is so efficient, often taking less than 30 minutes, and there's even a specific line for shoppers making quick trips. This new shopping paradigm line where you earn in Hong Kong and spend in Shenzhen became evident when Hong Kongers celebrated their New Year festival in Shenzhen, swamping the city to the point where navigating daily commutes and long border waits became a trial. Yet, the savings made it worthwhile. A meal in Shenzhen, complete with buttered shrimp, cost just Y128, a stark contrast to Hong Kong prices where the same amount barely covers basic noodles. During the Easter holiday rush from March 29th to April 1st, over 2.27 million exits were recorded from Hong Kong to the mainland, with only about 498,000 returns, illustrating a staggering trend where over 83% of outbound travelers were Hong Kong residents. The influx at Luohu port created extensive delays, sometimes over an hour, pushing many to abandon their plans and return home. Even more extreme were the conditions at the Shenzhen Bay port, where wait times could exceed an hour due to the sheer volume of cross-border shoppers. Key shopping destinations like WTI Plaza, Coco Park, and Mixi were overwhelmed by the presence of Hong Kong shoppers, to the extent that the Cantonese language dominated the scene. Dining out meant enduring long waits, a testament to the area's popularity among Hong Kong visitors. Whether it's for the weekend fun with family, a shopping haul at Sam's Club, or the significant savings on dining and entertainment, Shenzhen has become an extended playground for those from the South. This shift is not just about convenience and savings, it's a significant economic movement that's reshaping the local dynamics in both regions, proving that the once simple day trips to Shenzhen have now evolved into multi-day ventures driven by the unmatched value and hospitality found there. You'll find that many of the faces in line ahead of you will be Hong Kong residents, a testament to the city's changing dynamics. Even popular establishments like the Haidilao hot pot chain experience extended wait times during peak dining hours. Many from Hong Kong now travel to Shenzhen for extended weekends, combining family outings with substantial shopping trips at places like Sam's Club, where they enjoy significant savings on dining, entertainment, and transport costs. During recent TV interviews, several visitors from Hong Kong revealed plans to prolong their stays in Shenzhen beyond just the weekend, sometimes using the city as a jumping-off point for further travel within mainland China. The appeal of Shenzhen for longer stays has become a hot topic of discussion. What was previously a brief day trip has evolved into longer, more frequent visits. Analysts note that for just 1,000 yen, one can indulge in the luxury of a five-star hotel in Shenzhen, presenting an unmatched value compared to the steep prices back home. This shift raises the question of why such trips weren't as common before. Some suggest that with the increasing economic pressures in Hong Kong, residents are finding more value in spending their money where it stretches further. This trend has accelerated since border customs operations normalized in February 2023, leading to a significant influx of shoppers from Hong Kong into Shenzhen during holidays, which has, in turn, started to strain Hong Kong's local businesses. In 2024, the impact on Hong Kong's economy is palpable. Areas that once buzzed with activity now resemble ghost towns. For instance, during a recent lunchtime walk in Central, the streets were noticeably empty. Even a significant event like the Basel exhibition failed to attract crowds. The South China Morning Post highlighted that local restaurants have been particularly hard hit, with one chain reporting a 30% drop in sales compared to the previous year. Benwai Chikung, who runs Sekichi Hot Pot, shared that on one day they served just 3 tables and on another only 2. Disheartened by the lack of patronage, he opted to close his restaurant to conserve resources and give his staff a needed break. The situation is dire across various districts, with many restaurant owners experiencing similar declines. Despite these challenges, rent prices continue to climb, compounding the difficulties for local entrepreneurs. Mr. Liu, a barbecue shop owner, noted that while his Hong Kong clientele has dwindled, those who travel to Shenzhen find barbecue pork prices dramatically lower, prompting even greater cross-border shopping during holidays. The stark price discrepancies have led to calls for measures like an exit tax to curb the outflow of consumers and protect local businesses from further decline. This situation has ignited widespread concern among the business community in Hong Kong, fearing that without intervention, the current trends could lead to even more severe economic repercussions for the city. Hong Kong is struggling to keep pace with Shenzhen, relying heavily on a dedicated clientele to stay afloat. Local business owners have voiced concerns that the increasing number of residents heading north to spend has significantly affected the domestic market, potentially more detrimental than the challenges faced during the pandemic. This shift has sparked discussions among business leaders, some of whom are suggesting the government consider imposing an exit tax to curb the exodus of shoppers. The issue has grown so severe that a group known as the Hong Kong Shop Closure Concern Group has emerged, drawing attention from over 210,000 online supporters. This issue is exacerbated during peak travel times like the Easter and Qingming festival holidays, leading to decreased local consumer activity. A post from a street market vendor on the popular social platform Xi'an highlights the struggle, noting her plans to shut her shop early due to the lack of patronage. Even major fish markets are feeling the pinch, with some shutting down due to unsustainable conditions. Simon Wong, president of the Hong Kong Federation of Restaurants and Related Trades, reported a stark 30% drop in business over the Easter period compared to the previous year, which has hit luxury dining spots particularly hard. He also noted that between 200 to 300 restaurants have closed in recent months. The sentiment is echoed by Sam Yip, a former district councillor, who pointed out that even the traditionally affluent central and western districts are seeing a downturn in consumer spending. This downturn is intricately linked to broader socio-political changes within Hong Kong, particularly since the introduction of the national security law. This law has sparked a notable immigration wave, reducing the city's middle-class population and, consequently, its spending power. Reports from Radio Free Asia have detailed how these changes, coupled with increased rents, have led to widespread business closures, most severely impacting the catering and retail sectors. Joel, a theme restaurant owner in Manuk, lamented the desolation that now characterizes Nathan Road, a stark contrast to its pre-pandemic bustle. Hong Kong's economy continues to struggle despite the end of the COVID-19 pandemic, with a notable decline following the enactment of the national security law in 2020. Over 400,000 residents have emigrated from July 2020 to December 2022, as reported by Dr. Fel Kai-chi from the Chinese University of Hong Kong. The UK Home Office has confirmed a significant number of these immigrants have resettled in the UK, contributing to a substantial reduction in Hong Kong's labor force, particularly among the young and highly skilled. This mass migration reflects the broader dissatisfaction among residents, like Mark Lee, a local fitness instructor, who admitted that the diminishing freedoms and increased mainland influence have left him contemplating immigration. This sentiment underscores the profound challenges facing Hong Kong's key sectors, such as transportation, logistics, and tourism, highlighting a city in economic and social flux, grappling with its identity and future viability. The aviation, catering, and retail sectors in Hong Kong have all faced significant setbacks, leading to a noticeable decline in the city's economic performance, a reality that is becoming increasingly hard to ignore. In bustling shopping districts like Causeway Bay's Sugar Street, once prime real estate is now renting for up to 880,000 Hong Kong dollars, a figure that was unimaginable during Xi Jinping's leadership. This shift marks a drastic change from Hong Kong's days as a thriving international financial center, now seen by some as a bygone era. The downturn has extended to Hong Kong's ports, which were once busy international transshipment hubs. Recent years have seen a consistent drop in container throughput, with the overall business volume significantly decreasing. The ranking of Hong Kong's container terminals has plummeted to its lowest since 2005, reflecting the decline in activity and significance. Terminal 2, for instance, has rarely been seen empty in the past 2 decades, yet now it often sits largely unused. This decline is reflective of the broader economic challenges facing the region, affecting not just the elite but the grassroots population whose livelihoods depend on the logistics and shipping sectors. These industries are acutely sensitive to systemic and political shifts, highlighting the interconnectedness of Hong Kong's economy with its political climate. The political backdrop in Hong Kong has led to a reevaluation of its economic standing on the global stage. Major shipping firms are now rerouting their operations to newer, larger ports to maintain efficient delivery schedules, further sidelining Hong Kong's role as a transshipment point. Tom Derry, CEO of the Institute for Supply Management, has noted that one of the primary reasons for this shift is the significant change in Hong Kong's international political standing following the loss of its special status granted by the United States, among other countries. This repositioning is compounded by legislative changes within Hong Kong itself, particularly the enactment of Article 23 of the Basic Law and the National Security Law, which align Hong Kong more closely with mainland Chinese policies and further diminish its autonomy. These changes have been critical, with Chris Patten, former governor of Hong Kong, commenting that such moves represent another large nail in the coffin of Hong Kong's human rights and rule of law. Such developments have led to vocal criticisms from within the business community. Ronnie Chen, chairman of the Hong Leong Group, has expressed pessimism about the future of Hong Kong's economy, suggesting that the peak of its economic power may have passed. In an era fraught with uncertainties, Chen advocates for corporate prudence over expansion, reflecting a sentiment of caution rather than growth. This cautious outlook is echoed by Stephen Roach, former chief economist at Morgan Stanley, who, despite being a longtime optimist about China's economic policies, has raised serious concerns about the viability of Hong Kong's future economic and political landscape. His criticisms, which he shared at a forum in Beijing, have touched on sensitive issues, leading to restrictions on his public discussions about Hong Kong. These collective insights paint a stark picture of a city grappling with profound economic and political challenges, signaling a critical juncture in its history where its very identity and economic stability are at stake.